What's the big deal with adjusting your diet and lifestyle seasonally? Well, Chinese medicine says it's one of the biggest secrets to longevity, healthy aging, and happiness. Worth it if it works, right? And in this video, I'm going to show you my top winter health tips and exactly how to start using them today. Hi, I'm Dana Lavoie, an acupuncturist and herbalist with over 15 years experience specializing in women's health. I teach women how to use customized Chinese herbs supported by the best diet and lifestyle for their hormones to feel amazing during and after menopause. But today we're talking about adjusting your diet and lifestyle so you're not just living in harmony with, but taking advantage of what each season has to offer for your hormonal health. Basically, the advice is this: look out the window, see what nature is doing, and copy it. But that's just a little too poetic. So in this video, you'll find practical tips on how to use this knowledge to maximize physical and mental health, slow down aging, improve hormonal balance, and maximize creativity, joy, and plain old happiness. So what's happening in winter that we can take advantage of? Well, in Chinese medicine, winter is all about the water element, which includes the kidneys and bladder. And the kidneys store essence. And the more essence you have, the younger you look and feel at any age. Stress, injury, illness, a packed schedule, lack of sleep, and burning the candle at both ends all deplete the kidney essence. We draw from it and deplete it all the time, and we forget to replenish it. Well, Chinese medicine loves to be very proactive about this replenishment, and winter is the best time to do it. So it's a huge opportunity when it comes to replenishing and getting an anti-aging boost. Replenishing kidney essence in this way feeds your hormones, brain, spinal cord, bones, teeth, bone marrow, hair, hearing, libido, and sexual fluids. Now, fear and anxiety are especially closely related to the kidneys, so those emotions can damage the kidneys, and if the kidney and water element is out of balance, you can be more prone to fear, anxiety, and seasonal affective disorder, which can all get worse in the winter. The kidneys are also very susceptible to damage by cold. So let's get to it. Here are my practical tips for how to maximize caring for your water element and replenishing your kidney essence over the winter. Start with diet. Now, stay well hydrated. I'm going to put that as the first thing in diet because this is the water element, right? So drink enough water, but not cold water. Avoid diuretics like strong coffee. Think less coffee, more chai tea lattes with warming spices because diuretics are going to be dehydrating. Also, avoid overly salty foods, which can also be dehydrating. Avoid raw foods, cold foods, and the kind of heavy foods that take a long time to digest and move through your digestive system. So less sugar, bread, deep fried food, and avoid overly hot and spicy chili peppers, which are very fire and can burn up some of that watery essence. Now, the best foods are things that take less work to digest, things that cook at a longer time at a lower temperature. So soup, stews, porridge, casseroles, think Instant Pot, think crock pot, and anything that's a root vegetable. And also pungent herbs and spices are great. So here's the list of the best foods to eat more of in winter. Soup, stew, casseroles, porridge of any kind, including congee, root vegetables like yams, potatoes, carrots, turnips, beans, especially black beans, cabbage, steamed winter greens, mushrooms, black sesame seeds, goji berries, seafood, meat, walnuts, chestnuts, and nut oils. Also those pungent herbs and spices like scallions, garlic, ginger, and cinnamon. And if seasonal affective disorder is an issue, you want to harmonize the all-important relationship between the water element and the fire element. And you can do that with rose petal tea, rose hip jam, beets, strawberries, hawthorn tea, cherries, melon, and I also love to have chaga mushroom infused hot chocolate this time of year. It's so delicious, great for your immune system, and it is uplifting to the mood. And if you're watching this video on my blog, I'm linking to my recipe for chaga healthy hot chocolate. Now, we also have some lifestyle adjustments that really help care for that water element in winter, and there's some really fun stuff here. This is like recharging your batteries. First, sleep. Let's talk sleep, right? So in the winter, it's darker for longer. So take the hint and spend a little more time in bed, even if it's just going to bed 30 minutes earlier and getting up 30 minutes later if you can, or not setting an alarm on the weekend. Pretend sleep is your new hobby and make it the best quality sleep you can get. Again, on the blog, I'm linking to another article with all my best sleep habits written out for you. Also, diffuse warming essential oils, right? So some of my favorites are rose, sandalwood, lemongrass, ginger, cinnamon, wintergreen, geranium, and rosewood. All wonderful this time of year. You can mix them together. Also, protect your wind points, right? So keep your neck, right? Especially the back of your neck, but also your low back and feet warm all winter, especially when you're out in the cold. Even wear a scarf to partially cover your nose and mouth when it's very cold or damp. Second, meditation and quiet time. So make a little more time than usual for snuggling by the fire, watch a movie, let your mind wander. Your deepest inner self is the closest to the surface this time of year. And so it's a great time to find the ways you've been holding on to negative emotions and patterns and let them go, making space for new things to come in. Keep a journal. New ideas are forming deep inside this time of year. All your best work for next year is germinating now. So give it some time and space to grow. Listen for hints as to what it might be. It's not quite time to act on it, but take some notes. We are not talking total hibernation here, however. If you want to spend one weekend in a blanket fort, fine. But most days, get your energy moving too. Things tend to stagnate in winter. We need to keep them moving. Here's the best ways to do it. So the best exercise for winter. Try to get out in nature and walk while it's light out. So if you usually walk or jog or ride your bike early in the morning or late in the evening, see if you can change it to lunchtime when it's brightest and lightest out. The best kinds of exercise for winter are exercises that are kind of slow and strengthening and warming to your core. So we're talking yoga, bar 3, Pilates, Qigong. Conversely, the kind of exercise that can actually deplete your kidney essence a bit is the really hardcore cardio. So for cardio, think more squats and lunges that also strengthen that core rather than the full-on cardio. Save that more for spring and summer, the more yang times of year, because that's a very yang kind of exercise. Also, think about adding a couple of simple Qigong exercises, especially for your kidneys, okay? So one, which again on the blog, I'm linking to a video that shows you how to do this. If you make a fist with your thumb on the inside and then place the back of your hands against your back, the back of your waist, so your hand is sort of right over your kidney. And then you're going to do that with both hands. You take a big breath in, fill up your chest, your lungs, your back, your rib cage, breathe all the way into your lower abdomen. A big slow breath in, and then as you let it out, you're going to rub your hand firmly and vigorously in circles against your back while you bounce up and down on your toes. You don't have to full on jump up and down. And then you're going to repeat that a few times. It's really invigorating and it really activates the kidneys. So it's really nice. And also you can do a daily ear massage, right? So the ears are the sense organ associated with the kidneys. So massaging the ears activates and feeds the energy of the kidneys. So to sum up, my tips for caring for the kidney essence and the water element in winter for maximum rejuvenation, health, and happiness are to stay well hydrated, eat the right foods like easy to digest warm soups and stews and root vegetables with pungent herbs and spices. Get enough sleep and downtime, journaling or meditating. Get gentle exercise more than full on cardio, and try to get out into nature during the daylight hours when possible. Think about some Qigong exercises for the kidney and diffuse warming essential oils. So now you've got a whole menu to choose from of ways to harmonize your diet and lifestyle with the seasons during the winter. Use these tips to customize your diet and lifestyle to take advantage of the rejuvenating potential of winter. By living in harmony with the seasons, you'll also be less prone to things that tend to be worse each season. So fatigue, stress, anxiety, depression, digestive upset, colds, and flu. And you'll find when spring comes, you're full of creative new ideas and ready to do your best creative or productive work ever, whether that's playing with the grandkids, running a marathon, gardening, writing a book, or leading with vision. If you have questions or comments, let's chat. Put your comments in the comments area below and join me on Facebook for a live video chat each week about what's going on here on YouTube and the blog. Be sure to check out this video on my blog for all the links I mentioned. The link to the blog article is below. And subscribe to my channel for more health tips steeped in the wisdom of Chinese medicine. And if you're ready to start getting some serious natural relief from hormonal issues during and after menopause, download one of my free cheat sheets and we'll get started right away. Plus, we'll be connected by email so you'll know when I'm teaching my next free masterclass or opening one of my online programs or workshops for enrollment. Again, questions, pop them in below. I'm Dana Lavoie, an acupuncturist and herbalist with over 15 years experience specializing in women's health. And I teach women how to use customized Chinese herbs, such a game changer, supported by the best diet and lifestyle for their hormones to feel amazing during and after menopause. Thanks so much for joining me here today.